What's up, Squadron 7? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing The High Republic Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. So Light of the Jedi just released today, and I finished it. This book is absolutely amazing. Got delivered to my Kindle right at midnight, and as soon as I started it, I could not put it down. Hell, I'm having trouble right now putting it down, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This book is arguably probably my new favorite canon book. It serves as a great gateway to the High Republic era, setting up the threats and setting up the would-be Golden Age Jedi that we'll be following throughout this perilous and epic journey. The characters in the book, at their core, serve a very different dogma than what we're used to seeing, and it's interesting to see this dynamic side of the Jedi who see the little people, the Jedi who are doing everything in their power to remain a servant of the Force and save everyone they can. The book follows the events of the Great Disaster, where the Legacy Run on a routine shipping expedition runs into a mass shadow in its hyperlink. This shouldn't happen at all, according to the Republic and everything they know about hyperspace travel. This causes the Legacy Run to shatter and break apart, its various compartments and components emerging out of hyperspace in various different sectors and regions, putting billions of lives at risk. The Republic, along with the Jedi on the precipice of activating their new Starlight beacon, have to deal with this crisis. What's most interesting about this book is how different the Jedi operate, as opposed to how they're portrayed in the prequel era. Still very much aware of their goal to serve the will of the Force, not to exert any force of their own on its flow, aware of its role in the Republic as an autonomous entity, and very much cautious about being a military force. A lot of the character arcs we follow in this book very well shapes the cornerstone of High Republic Jedi, keeping the peace, seeking justice, and saving the little people, not so concerned about political meandering, and casting this wide net around the galaxy where billions of lives stand to have their lives upended or their voices silenced. We get an immense amount of Force lore, and Jedi lore as well, as these Jedi employ the Force in new and interesting ways, and even bring into canon some abilities that were previously only displayed in the expanded universe, and at the center of it all is a new threat in the Nihil, who display this ragged, Borderlands, Mad Max fury that alone sends chills down someone's spine. Going into this, I very much wondered how a band of marauders could possibly threaten the Golden Age Jedi, lacking a real threat in the Sith. And Charles Soule does a marvelous job of encapsulating that very threat and their very real agenda. Marchion Ro starts as somewhat of a naive leader whose only purpose seems to be carrying on a legacy. But as you get deeper into the book, his past and his motivations become sordid and mysterious, and one that you cannot help speculate on. The Nihil are indeed a real threat, and their motto best describes how these reaving marauders tear through the galaxy and stand against the last of the Jedi. Ride the storm. Overall, this book is a fantastic and marvelous peer into the High Republic era, and where the story stands to go from here. Charles Soule beautifully captivates the heart with breathtaking narrative and compelling character-driven perspectives. I've never been more excited to follow new characters ever in my life. This is a must-read for all Star Wars fans, new and old, and given that this is a new time period and a blank slate, anyone can jump in right now and become a fan just off of this book. I'd also like to recommend that in addition to Kindle or your hardcover, get the audiobook as well. The audiobook especially because the soundtrack is spectacular and it really places you into the scenes. And the theme song, the music for the Nihil, is just wicked.
Because doubt could be perceived as weakness, and the Nihil stayed strong by removing what was weak.
Now, if you've already read the book, stay tuned for Dyad in the Force this Sunday. We'll be joined by a panel of amazing creators, including my Dyad Darth Chaco. This episode will be dedicated entirely to discussing this book, and of course the story within, chock full of spoilers. But that'll do it for my review of The High Republic Light of the Jedi. If you are looking for a canon book to get into Star Wars, or a canon book to start reading as a Star Wars fan, this is a great book to start on. It's a new timeline, blank slate, all new characters, and it's way before the Skywalker saga. I get this comment all the time in my TikToks, what book should I start with? Well, this is my new recommendation for what book to start with. Start with this one. But as always, if you enjoyed this video and if you found it helpful in making a decision as to whether or not you should read Light of the Jedi, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, and turn on notifications so you know when I post them, and find me on TikTok _element7_, and as always, this is the end, and on to the next one, and may the Force be with you, and we are all the Republic.